Hello everybody, my name is Elizabeth Hickman. Today we're going to be talking about informed consent, and I live in North Carolina, so we're going to be talking about, we're going to be comparing a North Carolina template. I found this template from a family counseling group up in Raleigh, North Carolina. It starts off with a friendly greeting. Hello, this is us. This is what we expect of you. This is what you expect of us. And then it goes into the very last sentence of that first paragraph is that this is a binding agreement, that this is now a contract between the client and the clinician or the group. It covers the procedures of therapy and evaluation, additional treatments, as well as how you end the therapy, payments and fees, late arrivals and cancellations, overdue payments, insurance. It gives phone numbers, email policy, emergencies, the litigation limitations, as well as quite a lengthy confidentiality section, and it also has any legal disclosures. This form varies from the state template and that it does not have any complaint section. It doesn't tell you how you can complain about any services or anything that's happened in the service. So I do think that that is necessary and that is missing from this form. Now, as far as the North Carolina template is concerned, they have, like I said, the LPCA, the LPC, the LPCS templates. I chose the LPCA because it has everything that the LPC has, only with the addition of the limited restrictions section, which is important for me because I will have a limited provisional license once I finish school. So under the template for this one, it has the qualifications, restrictions, counseling background, session fees and lengths, the use of the diagnosis, confidentiality, as well as the complaint section. So this one they both have something that the other template doesn't have. I think that a good combination of the two would be absolutely perfect. Now, the ACA Code of Ethics goes over what should be inside of these consent forms as well, and they believe that there needs to be something about the purpose, the goals, techniques, qualifications, the credentials. It's a little bit more in depth than what either one of the other two were, which I think being more in depth can't hurt. It also covers being culturally sensitive. This means that knowing your clients before they come in, and just being culturally aware. So, if they're from a background that requires you to, speak to the man before the woman, especially in this situation as it's a family therapy group, then you need to know that, you need to be aware of that, and you need to respect that. Just being aware is really kind of what the Code of Ethics is covering. Being aware and to the best of your abilities, being culturally sensitive to the group or individuals that you'll be counseling. Now, the ACA also goes over who can and cannot give consent. This means children who are under 18, anybody with any mental disabilities, and this is really important. I think that people can come in and they might look older than they are. We need to ensure that they are of age to consent, and if they have some sort of slight mental disability, maybe we need to make sure that they can consent. I am not a medical doctor. I cannot say whether this person has the mental competence yet to make decisions on their own or whether they're going to have a legal guardian. So I believe that we need to make sure that we know whether this individual can consent before providing any services or asking them to sign these forms. I also did some reading with an article from Elizabeth Foglia, 2018, Can We Make Informed Consent Forms More Informative? She brought out quite a few good points that legally and ethically we need to make sure that the form is in writing as well as verbal, but that the verbal probably should be more comprehensive than what the written is. The written should give the gist of what we're talking about. The verbal needs to make sure that they're comprehending what they're reading. That means not just reading it blank word for word to them and then saying, did you understand what you read? Yes, okay, sign. Maybe by taking a little more initiative and asking questions and making sure that they understood the words that they were reading, making sure that they understood the scope of the practice, the scope of what they can expect from you and what you are expecting of them. I think that is very important. I just, in my opinion, I think the more you give them, the more information they have, the less likely you are to run into problems down the road. The only question that I would have for the instructor or for the class is, in the form from North Carolina, the phone numbers had the business phone number as well as a cell phone number for the clinician. I'm assuming that this is like a work cell phone or whatever. I couldn't find anything in any of the legal things from North Carolina or in the Code of Ethics that said anything about a work cell phone policy, or from my reading, I've heard that, I've heard both sides. It could be good, it could be bad. So my question is would you have a cell phone number in there for clients to contact you maybe on non-business hours? Anyway, thank you.